What up, Fight World? This Amin Boxing Club, man. Let's get to it, man. So, man, by now everybody know, man, Chris Colbert, man, he got dominated by Hector Garcia, man. So, you know, man, it was an upset, man. It was a crazy fight because, you know, man, Chris Colbert, he talk a good game, man. He seemed like a confident dude, kind of like cocky in a way, like a flashy dude. You know, he talk like, you know, he know that he the good, so I would say more so confident. And you know, he said a lot before this fight, man. He said a lot of things, man. He was talking about how he would what he would do to Shakur Stevenson. He was saying that Shakur Stevenson was a good fighter and I think he said great fighter, and he was like, but if they fight, he'll win, because he said he proved that he got dog in him, and Shakur ain't proved that he got a dog in him, you know. So, you know, with that being said, man, in this fight, he proved that he didn't have a dog in him. You know, he never proved that he had dog in him, I guess, because he never have to really, well, against the dude Tug, you know, he was in a fight, you know what I'm saying? But this fight, man, he was down and he didn't show that he wanted to win the fight, man. Chris Colbert, man, it's like disappointing, man, because like he got fast hands. He looked like he looked like the goods, bro. He looked like he got it, you know what I'm saying? But he proved that, you know, he kind of remind me of Adrian Broner, man, how he was being super flashy and taunting Garcia, and never in control of the fight and losing rounds, and he was losing the fight, and he still was like taunting him and backing up on the ropes, trying to bait him in, and it just was, he didn't fight a smart game plan at all, man. And I think he really thought he was finna go in here and just beat this dude up. You know, he underestimated him, man. You know, it's crazy because I thought he would know. I mean, a lot of fighters should be on their P's and Q's right now, because look what T.O. was at in his career. He underestimated Cambosos and he lost. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of lost in the same way. He kind of lost in the same way, man. The fight, to me, it kind of looked like Adrian Broner versus Maidana, man. But it wasn't as brutal as Adrian Broner versus Maidana. And Broner was trying to win that fight. Broner had proved that he had a dog in him. Like, Broner was coming on late in the fight and everything. He hurt Maidana and everything, but it wasn't enough. Once Chris Colbert was down and he realized, like, I think he got knocked down like the 7th round, like, he wasn't trying to win no rounds, man. And one thing that really stood out to me, man, is like in the last round, his trainer was telling him that you need to win by knockout. Like, you down, you're gonna lose this fight, you need to win by knockout. And it's like he came out for the 12th round, and they kind of, you know, he looked like he was, you know, he let his hands go a little. It looked like they got like in a little blend, like a little scuffle. And then he once he got out the little scuffle, man, I guess he realized that the dude got power, and he wasn't trying to keep getting caught with like hard shots and stuff, because, you know, he didn't want to get knocked out. And man, Chris Colbert ran for like the whole round. He ran for the whole round. He wasn't hurt. He wasn't injured or nothing like that. You know, man, that just showed the type of fighter he is, and, man, showed that he don't have no dog in him, because we done seen in the history of boxing, man, we done seen fighters lose a whole fight, and then they come back at the end and they land a knockout punch, and they win by knockout. One fight I can name is, because this fight made me mad, because it was John Molina versus Mickey Bay. Mickey Bay was winning that whole fight easy. He got knocked out in the last round. And we even seen Jamel Charlo getting outboxed by what's the guy? Julian Jackson's son. We seen him getting outboxed by his son for, like, I think it went like 6 rounds, and then out of nowhere he hit him with a right or something like that, and he hurt him. He ended up knocking him out. You're never supposed to give up, man. And don't never tell nobody else they don't got no dog in them if, you know, you don't have no dog in you. And after the fight, they was asking him, they was like, So why did you take that round off like that or whatever like that? He was like, the last round off, and he was saying, man, he did it because he wasn't feeling himself, and he didn't want to get caught with nothing crazy. Man, his whole thing is like with Chris Colbert, man, when he get punched, he get embarrassed. And that reminds me of Broner. It's like you get hit, but then you act like you didn't get hit, or you try to taunt your opponent like he didn't really just hit you or something. And that's one thing, man. He got embarrassed. He get embarrassed when he get hit, and he was trying to be too cute in the ring, man. And the trunks and everything, the gloves, all that shit was nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was, I don't think I ever seen gloves like that in boxing. Like, his gloves was nice, man, but it seemed like he was so focused on like being cute in the ring. Like, you got the blue hair, you got the nice gloves, the nice trunks and stuff like that, but you got skill, you got a gift, you got fast hand speed, but man, you gotta dig deep, and you gotta like do better than that, man. You gotta lock in and be focused, man. It ain't like Errol Spence said. He was like, that cute shit is cool when you winning, you know what I'm saying? But when you not winning, you gotta dig deep, man. Can you do that, man? I want to give respect to Hector Garcia though, cause he a good fighter. We didn't know him. I didn't know him, and he proved who he. I said before the fight that Chris Colbert, man, like, he tend to get hit a lot, and he need to be careful in this fight. He got dropped. The dude dropped him, man. Dude put like smart pressure on him, man. Kind of like how McDonald was doing Broner, but not as wild and as aggressive. But he was landing like big shots here and there, man. He was hurting Colbert. But after the fight, I give Colbert credit, man. He said that the guy was just a better man, and that he won his rematch, and he asked for a rematch and stuff like that. He ain't make no excuses. That's like, only thing I can give him credit for, because everything else he did wrong in the ring, man. But I salute him for that though, not being a sore loser. But I think now if his team is thinking the right way, man, like, they not rushing to get that rematch. I honestly feel like dude got his number, man, and in a rematch, I don't see Chris Colbert beating him. He might even get knocked out, because Chris Colbert couldn't do nothing in the fight. I mean, he tried to bang, then he tried to box or whatever, like, nothing was working for him, and I don't see him beating this guy again, man. This guy just looked like he got his number, man, and he looked like a good fighter too. He like a good fighter, man. Like, we didn't know how good he was gonna be, but I think he do good in the 130 division, man. I think he can be a champion in the division, and that might be the fight. I don't know if he fight Gutierrez, the guy that's supposed to that Chris Colbert was supposed to fight. If he fight him and get a belt, then there you go, man. Shakur Stevenson got to face him, man. And Shakur Stevenson going to have to watch out for his power. But, man, I feel like Shakur Stevenson is much better than Chris Colbert. Plus, he got a dog in him. Shakur Stevenson would have never went out like that. He would have never went out like that. Like the last round where you running and you down, like, nah, man. He definitely not going to go out like that. But, Shakur just... He know how to break his fighters down better than Chris Colbert, and he not just all over the place like Chris Colbert. Like, Chris Colbert got fast hands and all of that, but I don't know what really was his game. His game plan would look like it was just to go out there and just let your fast hands go, and then I guess he just thought he was just finna beat this dude up. Like, he was just gonna be able to land whatever punches he wanted to land, but it ain't go that way, man. But salute to Hector Garcia, man. He got a name now in the States because he from Dominican Republican. So, like, he got a name out here in the States now, man. He did his thing, man. He that was an easy fight to score. It wasn't close or nothing like that. Yeah, man. Chris Colbert, man, he gotta tighten up, man. He talk a lot, man. So when you talk a lot like that, man, when you lose, it look real bad, man. Like, when Broner used to talk a lot of trash, and when he lost, man, a lot of people clowned him. The only thing is, Chris Colbert, he not as famous as Broner was, man, and he didn't go as far as doing all the stuff. Like, Broner was, he was more wild. Like, Broner was doing all type of weird stuff in the ring, and like the whole thing when he like humped Madonna, and he just did a whole bunch of weird stuff, man. But that's why people was really clowning him, and he was like a meme. And even to this day, like, you still see Broner memes and stuff. But yeah, Chris Colbert, man, he looked like he could still beat certain fighters, man. He just gotta go back to the drum board. He gotta start over, man, and build himself back up. The reason why I say too it wasn't like a Broner Madonna is because he didn't, even though he got beat up, he didn't take like a whole lot of big punches, man. And as you can see after the fight, his face or nothing was messed up, man. Because Broner, even though Broner got beat bad, Broner was trying to win that fight. The whole entire fight, Broner was trying to come back and win. He never gave up. Chris Colbert, he got his spirit broke, man, and he gave up. So, hey, man, his spirit is broke, and that's bad to even now. Like, when we see him go, because I feel like his weakness is pressure fighters. So now when we see him go up against anybody with some power that can pressure him, we know that it's gonna give him major problems, man. And watching Chris Colbert, it looked like he got some power, man. It looked like he got some pop, but he obviously don't have a lot because he couldn't really hurt this dude for real. And I think he got like 17 fights. He only got like 6 knockouts. He not known for his power, man. He known for having good boxing ability and real fast hands, man, and being flashy and talking trash. But man, we'll see what he do next, man. I still think he's an exciting fighter, but I didn't like the fact that he was taking so many punches in his other fights. Like, you don't have to do that, bro. And especially like when you stepping it up in competition, man. Like, I mean, I know he don't know who this guy was, but another thing I got to give Hector Garcia credit for is he took this fight on 2.5 weeks notice, man. And he came in here and he was conditioned and he beat the undefeated Chris Colbert, man. So yeah, man, he did his thing, man. Chris Colbert, man. It's sad to say, but he don't have a dog in him, bro. He don't have a dog in him. When shit got rough, he backed out. He ain't want no smoke, and it's simple as that, man. I think dude got his number. If they ever fight again, I think Chris Colbert gonna lose again, and I think he can prove me wrong, but I feel like he gonna have nightmares of pressure fighters. Like, that's his nightmare, fighting a pressure fighter that got power. I don't know how he gonna deal with that, man. But man, y'all drop in the comments section and tell me what y'all think about that, man. How y'all feel like Chris Colbert gonna come back from this, and how y'all feel like Chris Colbert gonna come back from this, man? And do y'all feel like his spirit was broke in that fight? But that's all I got, Fight World. This Amin Boxing Club. Everybody like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'm out.